who should do IELTS? Only the students who want to apply abroad or who are applying for immigration?
I think it's more important for people who are planning to go abroad in 2 years because the validity of an IELTS exam is for 2 years. I think you need to give more attention to IELTS than anything else because I have been teaching IELTS for the past 15 years, maybe more than that. And that's the biggest hurdle whenever it comes to going abroad, whether it's for immigration purpose or for study purpose, because majority of the people, even they are going for immigration or for study purpose, they don't pay much attention to IELTS.
Hello and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of Talk It Out. My name is Safa and today we are here to discuss all about IELTS. हमारे साथ मिस्टर ताहा बिन हसन हैं जो last 15 years से IELTS पढ़ाते आ रहे हैं. So how are you, Mr. Taha?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. So Mr. Taha, ये बताएं कि what is IELTS?
IELTS is International English Language Testing System, and basically there are two modules in it. One is academic and the other one is general training. Now, what's the difference between these two? Academic is the module that you give when you're going for study purpose, whether it's US, Canada, UK, or any country in the Europe or in Australia as well, while general training is the test that you give while you're going for immigration purposes. So that's the main difference. General training for immigration, academic for study purposes, whether it's PhD, BBA, MBA, whatever the studies are, you need to do IELTS academic, while in the case of immigration, you need to do general training IELTS.
And who should do IELTS? Only the students who want to apply abroad or who are applying for immigration, or anyone who is in their own country, they can also do IELTS?
Because there's no eligibility criteria for IELTS, even if an 8th grade student can give IELTS as well. So I think it's more important for people who are planning to go abroad in 2 years because the validity of an IELTS exam is for 2 years, whether it's general training or academic, the validity is of 2 years. For example, you're giving IELTS on the 1st of April 2023. That test would be valid till 2025 1st of April. If you're planning to go in the next year or maybe like a month after, so I would highly recommend you to do IELTS because certain universities demand a certain band. For example, majority of the universities in the UK, they demand 6.5 overall, and in each module, in each component, they require 5.5. That's the minimum criteria. And I think you need to give more attention to IELTS than anything else because I have been teaching IELTS for the past 15 years, maybe more than that. And that's the biggest hurdle whenever it comes to going abroad, whether it's for immigration purpose or for study purpose, because majority of the people, even they are going for immigration or for study purpose, they don't pay much attention to IELTS. And that's the thing that they hurt them the most because they think that they'll clear IELTS. IELTS is a piece of cake, but this is not the case because in certain components of IELTS, you need to do a certain amount of practice. That's why I constantly say to my students and to everyone whom I meet that please make sure that you give due respect. What do I mean by respect? By respect, I meant that you need to allocate a certain amount of time to IELTS. Then only you will be able to clear it, whether it's general training or academic. General training is comparatively easy as compared to academic because that's for job purpose, while academic is for study purpose. That's why it's a bit difficult.
And how can someone prepare for IELTS and how to apply for IELTS?
Okay, there's three bodies that are taking IELTS test here in Pakistan. Number one is British Council, number two is the AEO, and the third one is IDP itself. AEO has its affiliation with IDP. Now IDP is doing independently as well. But right now they're only offering computer-based tests. So basically there are two types of IELTS test. One is computer-based and the other one is paper-based test. So you can do IELTS test from any of these bodies. And fortunately, Extreme Commerce College is also offering IELTS classes from May. So you can always enroll in Extreme Commerce classes and I'll be teaching IELTS over there as well.
Okay. What are the benefits of doing IELTS from that specific bodies that you have coded right?
Well, Safa, to be honest, there's no certain benefit of doing from anybody. More or less, the results are the same.
Okay.
All right. So I don't think that you should be biased in terms of from where to give IELTS. But AEO and British Council, they are the two major bodies from which you can give IELTS. Why I'm saying this? Because they do conduct IELTS regularly in months, in like 10 times a month, maybe 12 times a month. So yeah, you can do it from anywhere.
So, how IELTS help a student in shaping their communication skills?
First of all, we have to be very clear that IELTS is solely for going abroad in majority of the cases. In Pakistan, it won't give you any advantage or any edge that you have written that you have cleared IELTS with these band in your CV. No such importance can be given to IELTS in these cases, but it's only useful whenever you are planning to go abroad. That's it, for immigration or for study purpose.
Okay. So, if someone want to improve their English, which course should they go for?
There's certain levels that are required in English language. For example, it starts from A1 and ends till C2. Okay, so C2 is the highest that you can get, highest level of English that you can get to. For example, in IELTS, if you achieve 8.5, that's a C2 level. All right.
Okay.
If you achieve less than that, from 7.5 to 8, that's C1. All right.
Okay.
So these are the bands, and if you want to improve your English, there are plenty of institutes here in Karachi that are offering basic English courses. We'll be offering at Extreme Commerce College some basic English courses, but that will be after IELTS. Maybe by mid-June, we'll be offering English language courses, but at the moment, we are only offering IELTS. Maybe we'll start before May as well, in the month of April, just after Eid we'll start, and we'll offering online and face-to-face classes both as well.
Okay, so Mr. Taha, if someone wants to register at Extreme Commerce College for IELTS, how can they do that, and what is the cost of the IELTS that
Okay,
ECC is offering?
the enrollment is very simple. Just log into ecc.edu.pk where you can apply for IELTS. The fee at the moment, this is the introductory price that we are offering. It's 25,000 for the whole course. If you go in the market, majority of the people are charging around 10 to 15,000 per month. All right, and they have classes 3 days a week. All right, we're also offering 3 days a week, but the introductory price is around 25,000. That's for the whole course, be it 1 month or 2 months, or it takes sometimes 3 months for an individual to cover up. 25,000 is for the whole course. All right, and in this cost, we are also offering our material. You don't have to buy anything. You just need to bring your notebook along with you. All right,
Okay.
we'll be providing you everything. There is certain amount of ambiguity in terms of UKVI. UKVI is a test which is approved by the Home Office. All right, for the UK only. If you're planning to go to the UK for immigration purpose or for study purpose, you need to give UKVI. Remember this, be it academic or whether it's general training, you need to give UKVI. All right, because that's only acceptable in UK institutions. Okay, this is the thing that I wanted to mention because I have received lots of queries regarding what is UKVI. UKVI is acceptable only in the UK. So if you're planning to go to the UK, make sure that you do IELTS UKVI. AEO, British Council and IDP, all of them are offering UKVI, and it's comparatively cheaper to the regular IELTS fees now.
Okay, Mr. Taha, is ECC giving counseling for applying abroad?
Yes, we do have dedicated counselors who will give you appropriate counseling if you want to go to the UK or Australia or any other country. We do have specific counselors for each of the country. Yes, we do have counselors available with us. Just one moment, I need to mention one more thing as well. See, we'll take a short test. We'll tell you to write an essay for us. By this, we can judge your writing, all right? And we need to see that on which level of English you are standing at the moment. If you're standing at A1 or A2 level, that they are very basic level. You need to learn English before coming to us then. If you're standing at B1 or B2, we can work on that. But if you don't have the basic knowledge of English language skills, we won't be able to entertain you in that case. So we'll take a small test, then we'll decide that if you are eligible for IELTS directly or not.
Okay. If someone is registering through the link, we will send them the test and they have to
No,
complete
they
it.
have to come here
Okay.
for the physical test,
Okay.
and we'll take the test and we'll then let them know. The best part is that we are offering a taster class, or what we call a demo class as well. We are offering a demo class of 1 hour. Anyone can take it. It's complimentary, no cost is attached to it. You can come, take the demo class. if you think that's feasible for you, if you think the lecture is suitable for you, then only you enroll. That's what I suggest. So I'm emphasizing that you take the demo class first, then you decide for yourself. And that date will be announced on our Facebook page of Extreme Commerce College.
Okay. And what is the time duration required to prepare for IELTS?
Ideally, we say that, well, it also depends upon individual to individual
Okay.
now. Ideally, it takes around 2 months. In 2 months, we have 24 classes, 12 classes a month, all right? 24 classes are sufficient enough for anyone to take the IELTS class, because in the last classes, we'll be doing mock test from the previous past papers of IELTS.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. So in 2 months, ideally a student is prepared to give their IELTS. So you will be giving one-on-one counseling that who is eligible for giving IELTS, or they themselves have to decide it?
After we take your test, then only I can suggest a person that how much time it's required for
Okay.
him or her.
Okay. Then that's great that you will be like counseling the student throughout the journey, that when they have to invest in their IELTS exams, and how they should apply for the study abroad, right?
Yes, and
So-
we can also help them in registering at the British Council or in the AEU. All right, we can do both.
Okay, that's great. So, if there are any questions related to IELTS or anything, you can ask us in the comment box below, and you can apply through the link that is available in the description box of this video. Thank you.
Thank you so much.